So everybody, welcome back to another news video. We'll be talking about a YORO decision soon, as well as Scott McTominay to Turkey, and Willy Kambala has left Manchester United. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So we know that Manchester United obviously want to get YORO into the club, and it's a deal that kind of hasn't made much progress in quite a long time. We know that after from Joshua Zirkzee, we kind of desperately need a centre-back, and a centre-back wants to come into the club. Now, who that centre-back is still very undecided by Manchester United. Reports that they're going to be moving away from that Jared Brandthwaite deal. It's looking like the sole focus is on the De Ligt deal and the YORO deal. I think De Ligt will happen sooner rather than later. I think that deal is slowly progressing. But with YORO, a decision has to be made soon. Manchester United have offered him a 5+ 1 year deal at around £60 million, whereas Real Madrid are yet to kind of put a concrete offer in. They've offered bids that haven't meet the little kind of expectation, but I do certainly think it's just what it is between Manchester United and Real Madrid. What happened with YORO? He still hasn't made a decision yet, and for me, that decision has got to come quickly, because Manchester United need to know if they're going to sign him or not. We can't really be afforded to kind of waste time here. We've seen how quickly Manchester United can act with the Joshua Zirkzee deal. I mean, he came out of the Euros on Tuesday. Let's say we go by Thursday. Medical on Friday, officially announced on Sunday. It was a quick deal that Manchester United did, and they're hoping we can do another quick deal like this, whether that be with De Ligt, YORO, Ugarte, someone else. I mean, Ugarte deal, that deal needs to happen soon as well. Because we're starting the season relatively soon. I mean, our first proper game is the Community Shield on the 10th of August. We've got to be very, very equipped for that. Obviously, Manchester United do have a game today. It would be a game. I mean, we just need to get all the signing deals in very, very quickly, so they can have that time to adapt. If Ugarte is going to be that starting 6, if YORO or De Ligt are going to be the starting centre-back, they need to be coming soon into Manchester United, so they can have time to develop, kind of time to adapt to new surroundings as well. And with YORO, I think he's a very, very young player. He's still a teenager, especially coming to a tough Manchester United team. We need to be adapted, and we need to be quick with these deals that's happening. We can't afford to bring in a youngster who hasn't really had that time to mature yet, kind of thrown him to the thick of things. That's why I do think Manchester United will sign YORO and De Ligt. De Ligt, obviously more of an experienced defender, will probably slot straight into that team come the first game of the season. With Varane leaving the club, we haven't really got anyone starting. I mean, we could have Maguire start first game, maybe Lindelof. Kambala has obviously left the club as well, and he's gone to Villarreal for £10 million. It was quite sad to see. I thought Kambala was going to be someone who would have got a few more games this season, could have developed, but Manchester United do have a sell-on clause and a buyback clause, so hopefully in the future we could be able to bring Kambala back. But staying on to the Euro situation, I think the decision hopefully has to be made soon, and if he's going to pick Real Madrid, then so be it. We're going to have to go out and get a different centre-back to kind of come into the club, to kind of replace the fact that we won't be signing YORO. But for me, I think YORO, he certainly is an interesting player. I think the fee was about 50 to 60 million, which is the right sort of price tag. And he does offer a lot to the Manchester United team. He will, and his quality will be needed. But listen, hopefully we can expect a decision soon, because it is going to be needed on Manchester United's behalf. Now, the second thing I wanted to discuss is McTominay. There's reports that Galatasaray have made an offer for McTominay, but we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, they do want McTominay. I think that's a deal we would have to do. I think if you're bringing in Manuel Ugarte, we've got Mason Mount, obviously, returning back from injury. Hopefully he can be a key part of our squad this season. I think one midfielder certainly has to go, whether that be Casemiro as well, leaving. I think with McTominay, we know he's a valued player in our squad, but is he going to get enough game time? Listen, he's an academy player. He's probably going to want to stay at the club regardless. But in terms of the grand scheme of things, if Manchester United, which I think they can do better in that midfield positions, I think he has to leave the club for his benefit and for our benefit. I think his performances, yes, they've been good, but in the big games where we need him and we need a player, I think he does kind of go missing. And you look at the midfield three, it doesn't look like he's really going to get much minutes next season. Obviously, there's a lot of games, so he will. But you look at the starting midfield, it would probably be Ugarte and Amrabat as the sixes, Mainu, Mount, maybe Eriksen after 8, and then you've obviously got Bruno, maybe Xerxes will fill in that 10 role. You've got Ahmad. There's a lot of congested positions. I think for me it'd be a good deal to get kind of McTominay out of Manchester United, and then we can focus on kind of bringing in a different player, because I do think we can get better certainly than McTominay in Manchester United, and I do think we can do that deal. Galatasaray have obviously showed their interest. I'm sure Fred plays in Turkey, so it could be a time for them to reunite, but they'll be playing for obviously the biggest rivals. But for me, I think McTominay is the deal that I would like to see him leave Manchester United. I think he offers little bits, but what we're looking for a Manchester United midfielder, I don't think he's quite there. And you look at how we're trying to kind of move things on, get a better midfield in there as well. I just don't think he has the quality to be a United player. As I said, last season he was such a key part for us, and he has been over the years. But for me, Scott McTominay to Galatasaray would be a perfect deal for him. You can probably raise 25 to 30 million pounds for someone like McTominay, and it would be a deal that I would look to explore. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. This has been the Manchester United news. Obviously, Willy Kambwala has left the club. A YORO decision has to be made relatively soon. We can't kind of... Listen, we know it's us and Real Madrid. If Real Madrid wins, so be it. But Manchester United, they've offered him a deal. Delay is still on the cards. Ugarte, we don't really know. And obviously the last story which I discussed about kind of McTominay to kind of leave the club as well. But let me know your thoughts on the video. Leave a like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.